afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off to an exciting, riveting, and amazing 1 vs 1 on the Lost Glider. Well, the glider truly is lost. The north is Nos Markov, fighting for king country, the Commonwealth. Taking on the world of the 7th Armored Division and Desert Rest for the south, it is Kimbo. Fighting here for the 21st Panzer Division. We got mech and assault here for Kimbo right away with assault grenadiers, mech and assault groups, Stuggies, artillery badge, the target tank with Panzerfaust machine gun and half the bullets. And the rest of the north is Nos Markov's Vanguard, Royal Artillery, and rolling gears with children's bullets there for him. We got an assault grenadier MD42 set for Kimbo, gonna lane more aggressively towards the British. Use the assault to quickly close in on the sections and beat them up in close quarters combat where they should have an advantage. Basically skipping out on regular grenadiers. Third section on the way for Nos Markov and the British Army. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe and share and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you. Also, big thanks to my Patreon supporters, without which this episode certainly would not have been possible. So big thanks to all those wonderful, charming and most handsome people. You too can join their ranks if you aren't already. Have joined it by playing on Patreon yourself. You can just, toss in a small donation yourself, or big one, I don't mind. By the links in the video description. And he's got maybe before to bring you here. We got points southeast secured by the assault grenadiers. Well, he's going in aggressively. He's not literally going straight ahead at Nos Markov with them either. He's trying the western field, but in fact, it almost seems like he's expecting his opponent to push out for the western field, but in fact, he's trying to pull a fast one on the eastern field, but instead. And it seems to have been a pretty good read there on Nos Markov here. Possibly getting a shift in how British is being played after the sections got buffed. Here in Canada, we buff things now. Assault grenadiers moving out the west side here. Section versus Pioneers. University on the way there for Nos Markov. Assault is moving the east center. Then machine remains. He's just waiting for the Tommies to arrive, but so far they aren't there. Are you sure we're in the right part of the front line, Jürgen? Yeah, trust me. They'll come. Now, if you excuse me, I have to interrogate your schnapps. Assault is pursuing the section here. And there you go. Opening up here on the section. Well, he moves straight into the fuel point now that he's been dealt with. Obviously, the reason he's winning there, he could have theoretically tried to push in for the fuel point there with the MD4 to risk losing it. He got caught off guard. But there you go, reposition the machine gun. Up north, he got soldiers versus section. More soldiers moving in here. Suddenly, Nos Markov just got a bit of bad spot there. Soldiers with one section effectively there, since only one can shoot out the window. Allowed to beat the section there quite easily. The other soldiers from moving up here, catching the other section there. Quickly popping back in, but the assault grenadier squads are still there. We got a third one away for Kimbo. They're going to pop in. There you go. Down to just two. Maybe could see a wipe here on Nos Markov in the early game here from the assault grenadiers. Kimbo's on laying. There you go. An unending stream of lead here. Tearing apart Nos Markov's section. He's going to have to retreat that one, and he might even get wiped. But there you go. Universe carrier to the rescue. Charging into the throng of German infantry to preserve the retreating comrades. Vickers on the way for Nos Markov, but suddenly he realizes he may have stirred up a rather aggressive German hornet's nest here. I was not ready for this amount of lead to be flung in his general direction. Baker's K, the red down the University increasing his firepower because now to suppress the troops as well, though it has nonetheless suffered quite a bit of damage. Since even against that many bullets, the armor's gonna have a few soft spots. And so something start to bleed out though, so they will not be able to maintain this for much longer. Still, Kimbo's trying here, keeping the curve not to extend. You also got Royal Artillery from Nos Markov with early warning, concentration barrages, Valentines, Sextons, and the perimeter overwatch. Assault is being absolutely hosed here with the lead. Do think he's not be able to get a wipe here though on Kimbo. That's going to be a close one though, particularly that assault squad is looking pretty poorly off. There you go, the assault squad charging in there with lead and with insults to quickly push back the University, which is barely up. Vickers setting up. He spots it in the nick of time, then quickly hides up behind the hedgerows there. University going again. Need to be careful there though, Nos Markov. Careful. Nos Markov's early game has very much been thrown off here by Kimbo's deft usage of the assault grenadiers here. And again, clearly was not something that Nos Markov was remotely expecting, because it goes for that many assault grenadiers. Well, Kimbo does, I guess. Of course, had Nos Markov expected this, I imagine he would have played his opening a bit more differently. He might have played a bit more conservatively rather than aggressively, since again, he was not expecting to have the German army come kicking in his door like that. Back here, troops reinforcing, going for this big push. We got they're done for Kimbo. Assault grenades failed to make much of an impact there on the troops, going for the western fuel point again. University Carolina being self-repaired. More sections on the way from Nos Markov to replace the ones lost. He is certainly a bit of a pickle here. Start again, just completely derailed. He was hoping to derail Kimbo's start, obviously, but instead he found himself just completely outmaneuvered by Kimbo, who showed no regard for proper British warfare etiquette and all that stuff. Obviously, he's the Germans. Hang on, that's not cricket, Nines. This is war, you stupid Englishman. How many times must we teach us this lesson? Strength them before to the universal carry, taking a bit of damage, but they'll bypass it. It's going to force retreat there on Kimbo's machine gun. Now, I mean, he could try and stick around, but I think that'd be a pretty bad idea there by Kimbo, but it seems possible. There you go. I was about to say Kimbo might actually stick to that bad idea, but no, he realizes that would actually be bad. Now hitting both fuel points there. How will Kimbo react to this? Affront to German territorial sovereignty. Except, of course, this is in France, so, you know. Details. I know he's sticking in there. Pursuing this universal carry again, which still hasn't been fully repaired there. He's probably going to go for... No, AC first. That definitely means the universal carry is not going to be seeing too much more action anytime soon. And what could Kimbo be planning here? Mechanized assault groups? I mean, he's already just swinging hard here at the fences, so who knows? He may just swing even harder. And again, going for the universal carrier. The armor is strained, buckling. It's leaking out with oil, gasoline, and blood. But it's still driving, it's still functioning for now. Section has been caught with the assault groups, but both squads of veterans one. Need to retreat that section now before Kimbo scores another kill for the fatherland. It might actually be too late, therefore. Yeah, that's too late for Nos Markov. Bad call there. Do not underestimate Kimbo there. Do not underestimate him. Certainly do not underestimate a lot of assault groups. Although biggest tank to the assault grenadiers here. Pony's trying to come up, they're getting caught here by the section. And there we go. Kimbo strikes with a mechanized assault group. He's going to go, so I think, straight for the west side here. Yup, he's going to hit those. And punish then Nos Markov again for underestimating Kimbo. He is hitting hard. He is absolutely not allowing Nos Markov a moment to breathe safely in. Only furious aggression is allowed in Camp Kimbo. Third section almost down, but he may soon lose an arm. We got the AC Mark 3 on the way for Nos Markov, but will it be in time then? Kimbo's just racing into the base. Universal carry, of course. Heavily damaged, cannot help. It's being self-repaired for that matter. Down to just 2 men in that section. The Mechanized assault group is unleashing an absolute racket here in the British. Murderous hell. Upon poor Nos Markov, there you go, popping out of the half-track. Gets a section, about to get the Vickers there, but they're getting suppressed, forced to pop out. Got a bit too close there. Universal carry moving up there, half-track down to half health. He is, I think, determined to take out the Vickers and steal it. AC almost done there, though. Almost done. And there you go, Vickers down. I repeat, Vickers down. AC Mark 3 ready. Sending out there for King and Country. Going straight here for the 250 half-track. Shoots, misses the shot, missed the mark there. Kimbo just abandoned the half-track, realizing there's no saving that one, and there's no point in wasting the Panzer Grenadiers. We got Bunker up then, I think. Oh, mine's up here, actually very good. But there you go, half-track down. Nos Markov in an absolutely deplorable state. He needs troops, he needs them fast. He's going for another section there, and Kimbo's just been flooring him. Part of getting this assault in this case is Nos Markov. I think at times just not retreating fast enough, definitely underestimating what kind of damage this assault grenades can do, in particular in large numbers. But even then, like this, the mechanized assault group, they just completely just sucker punched him there. So Nos Markov is definitely not having an easy time of it, and Kimbo, of course, is just refusing to give Nos Markov any breathing room, any time to stabilize, which of course is important. But the AC Mark 3 is out, of course. That's a good problem there for Kimbo. He could actually drive into the base and take out the medic bunker. Like, there's no immediate threats of, say, Panzerfaust here. Theoretically, there's a Telemine, but most players don't tend to mine the bases here. At least not this early on. There you go. Going for the medic bunker. Now, here we're going to, of course, find here. We got the universal carrier firing with its suppressive fire rounds. But there. Vickers there on the way for Nos Markov. Bunker about to get knocked out here. Nos Markov showing, of course, he can do the same thing there, raiding his opponent's base. Perhaps not getting any wipes, taking out the medic bunker. Will hurt Kimbo a bit. That's another 150 man per 60 munition. Then it's spent to rebuild that one. Of course, he has to be careful. Does get surprised inside the base by something nasty there from Kimbo. Will we see any sabs at any point here? Trying to murder units inside of his base. Will Kimbo or Nos Markov be able to pull it off against Kimbo? Soldiers then in pursuit. They're gaining eventually 8 kills claimed. Calf on the hit. They need to get that one back there. And we got the AC Mark 3 there. Closer to half opening up behind T. Kimbo's forces, looking to force them off. At this point, I'm actually expecting to just go for the Valentine tank and use that to sort of swing harder back at Kimbo, because with the AC there, of course, having raided Kimbo's base, there should also be a very clear gap here in Kimbo's force composition again. He's been so focused on aggression and disruption and raiding that He doesn't actually have like any serious tank. I mean, he does have the Panzerschrecks now, which will help, but still he's going to be somewhat vulnerable to armor depending on how NosMarkov handles this. In particular, the Vickers can catch the Panzergrenadiers with that one. They're not going to be able to do much against the armored vehicle, and for them to the upcoming Valentine tank, which again I think is very light. This, but definitely an increase late as British players are now go heavy roll artillery, just hit hard with a lot of sections, and of course stall into the Valentine tank and just begin adding more pressure with that one. I suspect that's what NosMarkov is playing at here. Of course, in this regard, Kimbo has been able to offset a lot of that by just, again, sheer balls to the walls aggression. Almost got the Pioneers here. Machine a bit of trouble with the AC Mark 3. Going here straight for the car pump. We got the Valentine tank on the way there for NosMarkov. Fun fact, by 1944-45, I'm pretty sure the Soviets were actually making more use of the Valentine tank than the British were, since the Soviets are actually quite big fans of it as the reconnaissance tank. Little fun fact there. Gets the University finally here with the Mechanised assault group. Lots of them, by the way, from Kimbo. That's his second one. Not really something often there. And Valentine trying to catch up with there, but Kimbo, of course, proving himself to be a smooth operator. Quickly barrels away there. We got Punches moving up as well there. Valentine gets a kill there. Ludwig drops dead. 2 rockets will impact upon the Valentine tank's armor. Another man dead there. East side here. We got assaulters about to get wiped out. Kimbo forgot about them. Oh! Do they get away? Or does he get away? He does, the lucky bastard. He's seeming up, still got the Panzergrenadiers nearby. Need to fix up his armor. He needs sappers, and I think he needs more of them. Still hitting a few points there, denying Kimbo fuel. Good work then. So only a bit of a slip up there by Kimbo himself. No sign of take up yet there. He definitely needs to be careful about that. And again, he's so focused on just the aggression that he's actually neglecting the logistics behind it all. But he's so actually managing so far. But the Valentine tank is a definite threat to this strategy so far. We got medic bunker up here for Kimbo. An absolutely intense fight here so far. Definitely not the sort of stuff you usually see. And there we go. NosMarkov underestimated Kimbo, and the Panzerjägers knock out the armored car, leaving NosMarkov just for the Valentine tank. I'm sure he's not too upset by that. We got more sections. Oh, no, cancels it. Maybe another Vickers. No, another section. He sticks to the another section. Grab the center there. Valentine tank good to go once more for the British Army. Crashing walls there. Moving up here for the center of the Pioneers, MG42 and Assault Grenadiers. He start here, Valentine tank will try and catch the half tank to the other. We got Punch Grenadiers sending shot with the section. Assault Grenades here, flung out the section, forcing them out their cover. And it's basically a game of cat and mouse in between the half tank and the Valentine tank. Up northeast section about to get wiped up. There you go. Panzer is also close to death here. Going straight for this assault for the Valentine tank. We got 2 kills. Probably going to be seeing a third one soon here. Assault is pushing for the section here. We got mines up there from Kimbo. Yet to be detected by NosMarkov. Or accidentally set off by either side. Still, despite all of this, again, NosMarkov's actually been able to maintain really good map control. Like, he's actually been able to bounce back from this quite handy. I mean, while Kimbo's been really hard, I mean, NosMarkov's been handling this, I think, quite well, despite, let's say, in the start, I think a lot of players otherwise might just completely lose control over for. Crushing their walls. Oh, the telemine. He still doesn't have minesweepers. He's still not expecting that Kimbo, with all of his aggression, would actually have the foresight to lay down mines. That, of course, might be the sheer genius of this, because most players who play incredibly aggressively like this as Wehrmacht are probably less likely to consider telemines, but this, of course, is where Kimbo is 2 steps ahead. Possibly in 3. Section has been wiped out by the section there. And the assault grenades are close to being wiped by the section. Valentine tank there. Ah! Oh god, that was close there for NosMarkov. No sign of tech there. Half tech moving up against the section, half health. Still no tech there for Kimbo. Machine the closing wiped. This Valentine tank once more dodges the telemine. You got 5 kills there on the light tank. Or medium tank. Light medium. Hybrid medium? I don't know. Baker's there, best the Panzerjägers. There you go. Bung grenade through the window. Significant casualties inflicted. Could see a wipe here. No, the also move to the half to block the exit there, at least make it hard to get out. Oh dear. Didn't press retreat fast enough to get swiped. That's going to be a weapon there for Kimbo to turn against NosMarkov. In the center, machine gun there, when sending up his rounds, tear through the section. They call 6 them, catch Punch, finish them off there. In the east, Valentine tank routing Kimbo's forces. Sappers there, hard at work. Valentine tank moving in again. Still no minesweepers here though for NosMarkov. He does not know what hides in the cemetery. Trying to take out the Punch Grenadiers here. 6 kills on the Valentine tank so far. Panzerjägers they're flying. 1 rocket connecting here, but then the Valentine tank. Oh dear, he might just hit the telemine this time around. Yep, he's on a collision course with death. There you go. Valentine tank knocked out. A systemic shot letting Nos Markov and the 7th Armoured. His response, call in another. Surely they can't have 2 telemines. Don't worry, Terrence. One of the Germans' greatest mistakes is they were never quite able to learn how to count to 2. Captain, do you really sincerely believe that? Yes. Good lord, we're doomed, aren't we? Panzerman out there for the carve point. Troops heading out here for Nos Markov. Losing the Vickers, there's a bit of blow there, but he's certainly come back from worse so far, so we'll have to see if we can bounce back from this, but... I mean, he's lucky in this regard that Kimbo's just been so focused on now beginning to take up. Had he been able to take up faster, had he been faster by that, I mean, already by now he could say having hitting his opponent with a Panzer IV Ostwind, which would definitely be a much more problematic thing here for Nos Markov, so... Despite, you know, all of Kimbo's, I would say, solid plays, so there's definitely been a bit of a particular area he's been left a bit holding behind. There you go, good to see the Vickers cleared out. They've claimed by the British Army. Almost got it. Punch X moving in there. Vickers down. Fresh sappers out. Still no minesweepers. We'll have to see if he goes some minesweepers this time around, or he still hasn't learned from a mistake. Punch X moving up. They're trying to get that Vickers machine. We got Punch X moving up. Here, Pioneers moving up. So the minesweepers. He's obviously assuming his opponent may have them. Good work there by Kimbo. We got, perimeter watch. I would say pretty desperate here by him, but I can understand it. Like, he needs to do something, and I guess he had enough ammunition to try it. Do something trying to break Kimbo here. So here we go. Oh, assault's floating wiped up all the artillery, but once more, the devil's luck is with Kimbo. Taking floating wiped up. Punching's going for the half. Valentine tank subs moving up. They could get off an anti-tank grenade. Half track down, and the unit inside wiped. A massive blow there to Kimbo. And the German army, the 21st Panzer Division has suffered significantly there. No Panzer VI drop though, but still that is a hell of a hit that's going to leave Kimbo reeling. Good lord. Above. Still no tech yet, at least no buildings being born out of set tech there. We've able to do quite well again though with the strategy so far, but it needs to do something, I think, a bit more aggressively in terms of the armor here versus Nos Markov soon. Nos Markov needs to repair this, needs to connect his fuel up as well, of course. Yeah, that perimeter watch definitely gave Kimbo there a bit of a bloody nose. We got the support coming there for Kimbo and the German army. Very good. Sab's hard work facing up the Valentine tank there. Also, another fun fact about the Sods and the smoke launcher you see on the Valentine tank. But the Sods actually began using mortar rounds to fire out instead of the smoke there. It's a little fun note there. So they initially found with some of the early versions of the Valentine it was actually lacking civilian anti-infantry. So their solution was basically just have it fire mortar rounds instead of smoke. Panther 4 there on the way for Kimbo. Very good. Incendiary operations being unleashed like a torrent of invectives against the British infantry. Valentine tank almost good to go. Nos Markov is going to need something a bit bigger than Valentine tank to stop that. Now it's got the soldiers moving up against the Vickers. Ooh, close one there, but they're able to sprint past the Vickers. That's going to force retreat for Nos Markov. This time he does retreat in time. Very good. Dug in here around the cuff point there. Valentine tank almost good to go. He's going to need anti-tank guns, I think. And he's going to need to bring up medium armor of his own. It's also going for the section here. Do we have any grenades here? No, we do not. At least not for Nos Markov and the British Army. The 7th Armoured, the Desert Rats. Assault grenades moving up here, pushing out the section there from the building, forcing them to evacuate the premises with the threat of death. Soldiers moving for the eastern victory point, moving up the centre of the section. And we got the Panther 4 there, the Panther coming through. There you go, Valentine taking to rescue. Half the machine gun cruiser make me dead. There you go, that's going to be wiped before Kimbo can react. A bitter blow there to the German army that will significantly bolster Nos Markov's arsenal and make it much harder for Kimbo's infantry to like gain traction. So right now, Kimbo's, I think, lack of alacrity then getting tech going, that is proved to be a bit of a problem, as he now is starting to fall behind. His tech wasn't able to hit, really turn around the game versus, or solidify the game versus Nos Markov. Now Nos Markov is in a much stronger position with 2 machine guns, significant blows to Kimbo. And while Kimbo, of course, now has the Panther 4, if Nos Markov just still out there with sufficient long enough, the Panther 4 advantage may not be as strong. Though that said, he still has a lot of fuel, and he can actually soon follow up with another Panther 4. So it's not like it's completely game over yet for Kimbo, but he's certainly in a bit of a pinch, and there's certainly a chance that Nos Markov will still turn the game around if his Kimbo shot bounces. Happens to go to get off an anti-tank grenades attempted here. He's obviously trying to time it with a Valentine tank, getting a penetrating hit so he can damage the engine, but without that, he's a bit less keen on. There we go. Shot goes off. Can South this time get the anti-tank grenade off? No, the Panther was just beyond range there. Osman here following up for Kimbo. 6 Panther gun ready. Manta 4 there falling back. Got the Eastern fuel pond reclaimed. We got 341 to 445. 455, not 45. My apologies there. Spoke a bit too fast. Panther 4 there pursuing the Vickers, forcing it back. Was that an MG42? Valentine tank with 8 kills, engaging the Pioneers there by the carve point. The fighting continues furiously and incessantly. We got artillery called in here around the position we expect the tank to set up against this Panther 4. Nice setup there by Kimbo. In this case, though, Nos Markov bypasses it, so while in theory nice, in practice less nice. Almost got the Panther 4. That could be a significant blow there to Kimbo. Will Nos Markov risk the Panther or the Valentine tank here versus Kimbo's Panther 4? He does, and he gets the Panther 4. Knocking out Kimbo's Panther 4. He's now actually in a pretty bad spot again. Down to just 2 assault gunners, the Pioneers, the Panther gunners, and Osman versus an opponent with numerous more infantry techs. He does get the machine cleared out there, but he's still short of a lot of units himself. With the anti-tank gun, Valentine tank could be a problem for Zostvind. Still, Kimbo's a fighter. A hardened veteran who has seen many battles. He's surely survived worse. Valentine tank now being fixed up. Panther's going through the car point here. Another 6 Panther gun here for Nos Markov. I imagine he'll soon be taking up. So you can bring up more armor than just Valentine tanks here versus Kimbo. Engaging here the Panzer gun leader. Shot fired. Jürgen drops dead. Panzer there being shot to bits as well. Valentine tank advancing. Shot fired there, and this could be a problem here for Kimbo. Can he get the Osman away? Then again, in theory, could have a chance of doing some damage to the Valentine tank, depending on how much penetrative power works against the Valentine tank, or can flank it. Since the Osman can actually take on some lighter armor with its high rate of fire. It can actually do a reasonable amount of damage, but in this case, not enough. Almost losing the Osman here. If he does lose the Osman, that's going to be a huge win for Nos Markov. But of course, at the same time, Nos Markov not lose the Valentine tank here to not Kimbo, since again that could backfire him as well. We got an ace Osman. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Who wins? Who wins? Ah! Holy smokes, that was close. The shot just bounced off Kimbo's Osman. He's called in another Valentine tank, but that does slow down his tech. But still, that is by the edge of the precipice of the abyss. Good lord, assaulters are open the church. They're not going to do much great here versus the infantry. No, they have at least one squadron equipped with veterans, or veteran squad leaders. Valentine tank moving up here. Pioneers led for Kimbo. Going for another mechanized assault group. Kimbo believes in the power of mechanization. The spirit of the Panzer Grenadier flows through his heart. Austin falling back here. Third mechanized assault group. We got Valentine tank raiding the base. Oh dear, they could put an hit to the mechanized assault group already before it gets going. And more importantly, the Osman. I imagine that's why it's driving into the base. It's home to find it, but Kimbo has managed to hide away here. At the very edge of the base there. And looks like Nos Markov is not going to search through it, which may allow the Osman to survive. There we go. A close save there for Kimbo and his Flak Panzer. This certainly hurts losing the mechanized assault group. Pioneers, Sap's about to get right with the Panzer Grenadiers and assault grenadiers. Panzer squad down to just 2 men. We got 322 to 411. There you go. Panzerjägers arrived to punch very large holes into the Valentine tank. Need to get that one in there before they fire for another volley. Losing control of the cop for now. Nos Markov is in control of the map once more, and he is certainly going to give Kimbo there something to worry about. Flak Panzer being repaired back at the base there. He's going to need some more armor. Some Stuks could be helpful down the road. As for Nos Markov, will he ever actually find the time to take up? He's just going to keep relying on the Valentine tank here. Still 4 kills on that Valentine tank. Grenade here. Section dodges it. And then they're still going to just move in to occupy the purpose against the section. Valentine tank lands a great hit. Finding around the car point here. Section riding machine just setting up behind an old bench. And opening up behind the advancing Germans. Osman firing away there. We got 2 kills, veterans 2-1. Section of the fire here, Valentine tank, half health, but also half HP 2. Routed here by the car on the MD42 proves to be too formidable. The bench, less so. Valentine tank here falling back, machinery positioning. Straight ahead here, trying to definitely outmaneuver Nos Markov and catch him off guard in a way he might be able to like edge out some sort of victory. We've got more anti-tanks moving up here, and of course Kimbo may not be aware. There we go, damage engine. Assault is charging forwards. Can Kimbo salvage the situation? He just signed his own death warrant. Well, probably not that. That's a bit too dramatic. Assault is about to get wiped out by perimeter. Watch. Oh dear, another one there. Good lord. To the firing down there in the Ostwind. Trying to deal with the Valentine tank. Another Ostwind there for Kimbo. Almost got the Valentine tank. Kimbo to the fire, raining down mortar rounds and 25-pounder gunshots. Ostwind somehow survives here. Will he take out another Valentine tank with it? Yes! Another Valentine tank bites the dust in the face of the same Ostwind. I think it is very few anti-aircraft crews in an Ostwind that can ever claim a Panzernacker badge, but I'm guessing this crew might be able to pull it off. Almost getting the anti-tank gun there as well. South's being routed. The Ostwind keeps at it. It chews through Nos Markov's forces. Oh, and then goes down to the artillery. A tragic blow to the German army. Nos Markov calls in another Valentine tank. He's still not taking up. He has a thing for Valentine tanks. And now Kimbo's making off with both anti-tank guns, at least attempting to. We'll have to see how successful he is in the endeavour, though. Artillery continue to rain down there, the perimeter, which is still active. There you go. Could see the Valentine tank get knocked out here, but double anti-tank on fire, and the Ostwind section nearby, but they got no way of stopping the Ostwind. It is like a rampaging bull through the china shop of the British Empire. And the Valentine tank is about to go down. Artillery firing down there on the sections. Did they actually suffer damage? I think they did actually. Oh, that's a friendly fire, I guess, then? Wasn't aware. There's a lot of inconsistency about British fire, artillery and friendly fire, to be honest. Like, a bunch of them don't do it, but I guess this one did, which then cost Nos Markov quite a bit. Oh, dear. This fight is an absolute something else. Tank rolling about there with some poor bastard stuck to it. Looks like a German tank crewman getting a last ride before he enters hell. And the tank grenade goes off there on the Ostwind, damaging the engine. Valentine tank's still operable. Will Nos Markov ever get another tank besides the Valentine tank? That's honestly one of the bigger questions now. Assault guns moving westwards here, ground the western point there, but the perimeter, which is suddenly proved to be decisive in both players' favours by now, then with all the men it's been shattered. They're mostly Kimbos, but even then, apparently some of Nos Markov's men were caught by a few extra sellers British artillerymen. Still, he has most of the map there. Kimbo is incredible on victory points, though with the double anti-tank it's now might be in a much stronger position now versus Nos Markov, who is very much short now again. Pioneer's to fix the flak panzer here. Anti-tanks being hauled forward there by Panzer Grenadier and Pioneers, ready to stop up any British armoured assault. Back here, troops reinforcing. Season Eastern Point, we got Panzer Grenadiers half 8 to 23. Will Kimbo go for more armour besides the flak pants? Will he just keep on the flak pants? I mean, as long as his opponent does keep going for Valentine tanks, the Ostwinds continue, I think, to remain a solid choice. And of course, in this regard, there's also that's the other shall I say, started calling in the Valentines much more consistent. Like, you know, at some point, like, you know, it's going to make things a lot more RNG based rather than just, you know, decisively and strategically, you know, set up. Then that's going to can't backfire on Nos Markov. So we'll have to see what he does next. Will he finally take out? I mean, he has the fuel now, so he definitely should. Though first he has to go for anti-tank guns. We've got the double anti-tanks holding up here for Kimbo. A small little pack front. We've got 151 versus 411. More assault gunners out there for Kimbo. Now the 6-pounder gun there for Nos Markov. We'll have to see if that one remains British or it ends up in the care of the German Wehrmacht. Panzer they're routed. In the center we got the flak panzer and engaging the building with full vicious force, shattering the facade there, causing walls to crumble, but the building still stands proudly, for now. Almost getting a section here, raiding the base. Kimbo knows no hesitation. He charges, he plunges the Ostwind deep into the throat of the British, as if though it was a dagger. And go Valentine on some take here far here from the anti-tank. If they're going to take in the Osprey still, the Valentine tank has suffered significant damage. The Osprey might just be able to finish it off here. Sabba's moving up here as well. Oh dear. Valentine tank almost knocked out again. Still no tank up. You gotta do it, Nos Markov. You gotta tank. He's also got another perimeter watch ready. That could definitely be a problem there for Kimbo. I mean, we've already seen what he can do repeatedly. And there you go. Finally, Nos Markov has to, like, just, you know, no longer just rely on the... Realize he can't rely on just the Valentine forever. He has to go for more armor besides the Valentine tank. Almost got the Osprey and then machine gun sitting up here around the carve point, trying to defend it. No perimeter watch yet. Might be too late now to really get to go off anyways properly. Osprey and less than half of them tank moving up. The Vickers, or machine gun, they're being cleared out, not Vickers and MG42. Soldiers are pinned down to the ground like insects. Entering lane great here on the Osprey. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got the assault grenadiers there. Nos Markov sappers hard at work fixing up the Valentine tank. Also worth noting, he has not actually bolted the section. In fact, we've seen not a single upgrade for the infantry sections at all. No bolters, no grenades, no weapon racks. Bit of a nose like this, what I would say by Nos Markov. Still soon he can go for Cromwells, and that's going to prove to be a slightly bigger issue there for Kimbo. Unless he charges straight into the double anti-tank guns and gets knocked out pretty fast. Which point, obviously, less so. Soldiers are going for a flank. We got Ace over there, 10 kills, still called in on the center. Soldiers go straight for the anti-tank. Good play there by Kimbo. Prioritizes the meteor target that's bigger thrust his armor. Valentine tank moving up here. Anti-tank being flanked though. Anti-tank guns being flanked over the Valentine tank. Both on health and solidify raining down here as well. Section now wiped out with the assault grenadiers. Nos Markov is starting to bleed out again. There you go. We got the Osprey moving in here for the kill. Until he called in here by Kimbo. Valentine tank less than half health. Cromwell away there for Nos Markov and the Desert Rats. Sab's under fire. Machine gun also being hammered by German artillery. And the 6-pounder gun is being destroyed as Kimbo decided he's had enough. Flak pans are going for the kill on the Valentine tank. Cromwell, they're almost done. Got the blitzkrieg going. Main gun out on the Valentine tank. He decides to back off here with the sappers nearby. Oh wait, never mind. He actually went for it. He decided, you know what? I could do with a third anti-tank gun, you know. So he's got now triple anti-tank guns. This fight. This is the sort of thing they won't show you on the news. Admittedly, they won't show you commandeers on the news in general, but, you know, if they did, they certainly wouldn't show you fights like this. Cromwell out there for Nos Markov, back here to reinforcing, and no further sign of tech there, no sign of additional armour. Kimbo's pulling back his lines, his anti-tanks being hauled back there for healing, repairs and whatnot. Probably mostly healing and reinforcement, not repairs. Cromwell going to take out the Osprey. He's going to need to do so. He's going to need to catch the Cromwell with every single anti-tank gun in his arsenal. Well, he just goes for another Osprey. I guess he just doesn't care at this point. Cromwell about here, 1 kill. Church needs to be evacuated. Three men, 21 killed. Need to retreat there. We got 151s with 333. All entertainers are being hauled forwards once more, or backwards then. We'd like to see at least 1-2G, but I'm guessing Kimbo just figures with triple anti-tank guns, he should have this covered. Theoretically, anyways. So there you go. That's another flak pounce out there for Kimbo. Entertainers being reinforced, healed. Prepare for the next big push against the Tommies, the Inslav. 151 to 327. Another section on the way there for Nos Markov. It's only been one of the more crazy matches I've seen in some time. Black Panther then taking to the section. And these tanks engage the assault group force. Now the Mechanised assault group. Wow, I think that might be a record in more recent history with I think 4 mechanized assault groups here from Kimbo. Yep. 4 mechanized assault groups. And there you go, Valentine tank shattered by the iron hand of the Wehrmacht. The anti-tank and the tank for half time moving up there. Cromwell's though can easily now move around the anti-tanks, they're too close to each other. Artillery called in as well here. Half track down. Osman moving in, engaging here. The Osman, the rear anti-tank would fire there. Oh, anti-tank being hammered over British artillery. Almost got the Cromwell there. One more shot could take it out here. Kimbo's trying to take it out with the Flak Panzer. Oh dear, and he managed to take the bait there. If there was any bait. Anti-tanks in hot pursuit. Section in trouble. Oh dear, he stops up, Don't stop up, keep moving, get out of there, Nos Markov. There we go, moving a bit again. Machine coming up the centre here, we got 151 to 21, there you go, Flak Pan from the rear here. Getting the machine gun crew, Pantrix flying, misses the Cromwell narrowly. Continue to pursue the Ostwind. Can the anti-tanks catch it here? Will Nos Markov keep pursuing here? Oh, really close being destroyed here. Anti-tanks nearby, and that could be the end here. There we go. Push through to far, and the Cromwell goes out. Nos Markov is now without any armor. With that tank exploding, Nos Markov finally calls it quits. The Desert Rats have been beaten in this brutal contest of wills and possibly just sheer madness here on Lost Gliders. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on the channel, friends, channel, family, but don't tell enemies. This is Simple Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.